Who dares to say forget the past to those of Irish birth? Who dares to say cease fighting for our place upon this earth? Let remembrance be our watchword, and our dead we will never fail. Let their graves be to us as milestones on that blood-soaked one-way trail. Remember how Owen Roe fought Port Leicester Mill beside. No man can say a coward fell when Hugh O'Donnell died. Remember Ruth and Starsfield, and forget whoever will that glorious standing limerick at Kilnacadon Hill. How Emmet's gallant handful in historic Dublin town rode forth to give their challenge to the forces of the crown. And then for a time 'twas silent. Was Ireland's struggle done? The answers in the negative thundered many a Fenian gun. And then when England thought she'd won, that we at last were meek, rode forth the glorious challenge of the men of Easter week. Remember how our soldiers fought the scum of many's lands, fought the scum of Britain's prisons, Britain's blackened towns. Then by men we trusted this land of ours was sold. They sold our friends to enemies, as Judas did of old. Remember how in Kerry they butchered our lads like swine. God, think of Ballacedy when they tied them to a mine. How Rory and Liam and Dick and Joe to glut the imperial beast were murdered while imprisoned on our Blessed Lady's feast. How with overworked revolver as he danced from that hotel roared a rebel's last defiance as Cathal Brugha fell. Hear we not the voice of Connolly, the worker soldier's friend? Our conquered soul asserts itself, and we shall rise again. For freedom, yes, and not to starve, and not for rocks and play, but for the lives of Ireland's working class we fight and die today. And what says Cathal Brugha if the last man's on the ground, if he's lying weak and helpless, and his enemies ring him round? If he has fired his final bullet and spent his final shot, and they say, come into the Empire, he will answer, I will not. Then back to that one-way trail. Nishirkan Goshersha is a war cry of the Gael, while our country stands beside us with the blood of martyrs set, wayside crosses to remind us, who dares to say forget? Well, Emmet's tomb is uninscribed until we our rights assert, until our country takes her place among the nations of the earth.